On this episode of The Road Chose Me, I'm at the deadliest lake in the world, Lake Nyos in Cameroon. From the minute I drive into Cameroon, the roads are crazy. There's huge mountain passes, and although it's really dry and dusty at the time of my visit, it's obvious some of this would be impossible in the rainy season. As it is, I pass multiple broken down vehicles, and a couple I'm only just able to squeeze by. I wonder how long I'd be stuck if I couldn't get past. Breaking out of the trees up on the ridgelines is absolutely spectacular. Unfortunately, there's a lot of dust in the air, so I can't see all of the mountains surrounding me, but I know they're there. While camping one night, I meet a local guy who introduces me to the village chief, who ends up inviting me to a local funeral celebration. This is fantastic. The locals here don't believe a funeral is a time of sadness. They believe they should celebrate the life of the people that have died throughout the year before. I show up at about lunchtime and I'm immediately given a huge plate of food and massive pots of palm wine. Judging from the amount lying around, I can see a lot of palm wine has already been drunk. I'm taken inside to visit not only the chief I met the day before, but also all of the chiefs of the surrounding area and then the big chief. They're all sitting, according to rank, around the edge of the room. And when I first walk in, I'm greeted warmly and given a big cup of palm wine. After I've been sitting for a while, the big head honcho chief invites me over. He fills my cup with palm wine and I'm told to drink it immediately. He fills it again and I drink it again. The stuff is pretty strong. During the big celebration, some guys show up dressed as the spirits of those who have passed. Now, based on everyone's reactions, I'm assuming these guys are not to be messed with. Everyone's openly afraid of them and runs away. I stand my ground and film and take photos, and so they come over to me asking for an offering. I've come prepared with little packets of whiskey, and a couple of those seems to be an appropriate offering, and then the spirit moves on to accost the next person. I don't fully understand the symbolism here, although he's carrying some dead chickens and makes a whole lot of gestures, throwing sand and pretending to use his spear on people. So in French, I never quite catch if he's driving the bad spirits away or if he's actually the bad spirit. In any case, everyone laughs and has a great time. After the spirit celebration, I continue into the mountains. So how bad is the dust here in West Africa? Well, there are days when it is bad. Here's the view in front of me, not too bad. Here's what my rear view mirror sees, and I'll stick the camera out the window. Here's what I'm creating. I feel pretty bad driving through villages doing this, but I mean, what choice do I have? I'm only in second gear, I'm not going very fast, and so yeah, this is what the dust is like. It's really, really fine powder. So in 1986, this lake released a big bubble of what they think was carbon dioxide. They don't really know. And that bubble floated down into the valley and killed 1,700 people. And so obviously a huge disaster, killed a lot of cattle as well. And after studying the lake, they think that the water from the bottom of the lake interacted with the water from the top of the lake to cause that. And so now they've got big pumping stations out on the lake, and they're trying to circulate the water and the gases to try and have a continuous release instead of an enormous release. And as you might imagine, the locals are pretty terrified by this. And so it's spawned all of these legends, and the lakes around here are haunted and you shouldn't swim in them and all these kinds of things. It's a really, really beautiful place. Obviously there's nobody around. The scale of the road construction here in Cameroon is absolutely staggering. Right in the middle of the dense jungle, There are thousands of workers operating heavy machinery, smashing down the jungle, building 4-lane freeways as good as anywhere I've seen in the world. Whenever I drive on segments that are complete, it's no problem at all to sit on 60 miles an hour. Even straight across valleys, over rivers, it makes no difference. There's huge bridges, huge overpasses. Nothing seems to get in the way of the monster construction that's happening in the jungle here. In the extreme south of the country, I wind my way along tiny jungle tracks on my way to Gabon. Cameroon has been absolutely spectacular, and I know for sure I'll come back someday.